If you've thought that the Walmart scandal is gonna go away, you are completely in for a surprise because it isn't going anywhere. It is actually becoming more scandalous by the day. You guys, many of you have said you're addicted to this whole topic, and I gotta tell you, I am too. So let me go ahead and share with you what I've recently discovered. Yes, there are even more new developments, and so let's go ahead and dive right in. Hey everyone, it's me, Allegra. I cannot believe it myself, but yes, there are even more new developments in the Walmart Birkin scandal. Now, let's go ahead and dive right in. I do want to have an update as to who won the giveaway. So the winner of our Birkin, our Walmart Workin bag, actually, as it is called, is Michelle Perry. So congratulations, Michelle. You are the winner of the Walmart Workin. And I am having another giveaway, believe it or not, for another Walmart Workin. So if you'd like to enter to win, then just be a subscriber. Also comment down below and let me know that you'd like to enter. And keep watching this video till the end to see the exact Workin that I have in store for today's winner, for who wins today's giveaway. So anyway, let's go ahead and dive right into today's drama and the updates and what has been going on with this hot topic. So with the Walmart Birkin going so completely viral, more and more people are entering the chat. And who has entered the chat now? It is the resellers, and they are up in arms over this whole situation. They said this needs to be ended right now, that there shouldn't be any Walmart Workins on the market, on the street. They don't want to see them. They don't want anything to do with them. And the reason why many of them are saying that the Walmart Workin needs to be put to sleep and put out to pasture is because they say that the look of it is ruining the Hermes brand. So that brings up the question, is that what do they mean by the look of it? Some people are saying that they think that people wearing fake Walmart Birkins is cheapening the look of the brands. They're saying that the Walmart Birkin is an actual mockery of luxury culture, and it's really just making a mockery of the hard work and craftsmanship that goes into creating these actual designer items. They're saying that it's very disrespectful, and they also feel that it's really causing a lot of issues with the brand image. Like I had mentioned earlier, they say that this brand in particular prides itself on exclusivity. So the emergence of the Walmart Birkin presents a challenge to these luxury brands and raises the question of what it means to be a luxury label in today's market. And many of the resellers are actually even saying that it reveals deeper issues of class, value, and identity, all wrapped up in this catchy Walmart Workin name. So do you agree with the resellers? Do you think that people carrying Walmart Birkins is actually cheapening the brand? I don't see how that could be possible, but I guess what they're saying is that the Walmart Birkin is so exclusive that they are feeling that it's a very rare thing that you would see. So if people out in the world looking at fashion and things of that nature think that they're seeing them everywhere, when in fact they're actually probably Workins and they're Firkins and they're Walmezes, that's what they're calling it now. It's not a Walmart, it's a Walmez. They think that it's gonna not look as exclusive because apparently it's gonna look like they're everywhere, and it's not gonna look like, oh, there's only a few, it's very rare. But is that really what they're saying? Is that really their intention behind what they're speaking about? Or is the true intention that they want to look who's the richest? How rich are you? Because you have to be so rich to get a Birkin, supposedly, because while we have mentioned many times that they'll say that they're $10,000, but in reality, they're not $10,000. There is a Hermes lawsuit going on right now because apparently the real story is that when you go to Hermes, you can't just walk in and buy a Birkin, number one. You have to spend a lot of money. Apparently, you have to spend 3 times the cost of the bag before you'll even be offered a bag. So you have to buy essentially about, $30,000 worth of merchandise at the Hermes boutique before you'll be offered even the $10,000 bag. So people are going in there into Hermes and they're buying dishes and makeup and clothing and jewelry. And some people will go in and buy, if they're really desperate to get a Birkin, maybe they'll go buy a very pricey piece of jewelry. So that would help them to reach the, $30,000 threshold faster than buying little bits and pieces there. But essentially, that is what has been going on at Hermes, is that you have to spend 3 times the price generally of the Birkin to actually get a Birkin. So knowing that, anyone who actually has a Birkin, if you were to see one in real life, they probably have spent a lot of money on getting one of these bags. So now if you see them everywhere, it's kind of, taking away from the mystique of the brand, from taking away from the exclusivity. It's taking away from that aura. But I have to tell you, beauties, now someone had mentioned to me on here that it's maybe in the Hermes contract. I don't know, because I've never actually purchased a Birkin bag, but they say it's illegal to resell your Birkin. So all of these resellers who are up in arms about this whole Birkin situation, well, they actually are looked down upon in the Hermes, by Hermes themselves. Hermes doesn't want the resellers reselling these bags because they don't really want anybody to have a bag, but very few people. Is it the 1%? Or it's the elite? I don't know, guys, but that's the story. That is what's going on. So today, with the resellers having now entered the chat and they're up in arms, they're really putting out a lot of their own thoughts and opinions, and none of them are positive to the Birkin. So none of these resellers, again, want the Birkin out there. They want it gone, and they're having a lot to say about it. But then there are also others who are concerned about the environment who have entered the chat. And these people are very concerned about fast fashion and how these bags are going to end up in a landfill, because people are just going to purchase them. They're going to forget about it probably and throw them away. There's a very good chance that they are not well made. So they're probably going to break, within a year or so, and then you're going to have to toss it unless you get it fixed somewhere. So the people that are not for fast fashion are really upset about the popularity of the Birkin. And they speak of how fast fashion is notorious for its negative effects on the planet. And now the Walmart Birkin is a part of this narrative. So more of this consumption of fast fashion will lead to more waste, according to them. It's not just a scandal in fashion, but according to them, it is a scandal for the environment. And I myself, as much as I do love, getting those fast fashion items, I do love to, it's so great so many times to save money and get these cute outfits and get these cute accessories for so much less. But they really, you do wind up consuming more because they're so inexpensive. You buy more and then you have too much, so you have to, give it away or send it out. And, I always give all my things away to Goodwill. And hopefully they appreciate, but it's usually not well made. So is it going to last well for these people that I am giving it to? I mean, it's the chances of it lasting well and being a good item for them is not very likely. So what do you think about fast fashion and how this Walmart Birkin is contributing to the fast fashion, problem? So let me know your thoughts about that down below. And then finally, so many of the fashion bloggers have now entered the chat. And they also naturally do have a bunch to say. They have amazing points. They do have incredibly insightful insights on the subject. Diet Prada was mentioning on their blog today, it is true that the Birkin was removed from the Walmart website on January 2nd. So on that day, they must have gotten wind of it. I don't think it's actually sold out. It is probably, in fact, true that Hermes sent them some sort of cease and desist. And on January 2nd, they were all completely gone. The Birkins and the Birkins and the supposedly authentic Birkins are still up though. So I don't know, who knows if those are authentic, because let's be real. There's so many people out there selling even handmade, super high quality leather fake Birkins. They're everywhere, and nobody's bringing up an issue with them except for that they've been keeping it, pretty much hidden. And this Walmart Birkin scandal has just brought it before everybody's eyes and really brought it out into the light what has been going on. Because, even Joan Rivers, people are saying class and money, but even Joan Rivers, obviously an extremely wealthy woman, even Paris Hilton, she's Paris Hilton, they own the Hilton Empire. For example, Joan Rivers has spoken about how when she was alive, she would purchase fake Birkin bags, and she said they were the same thing, and she just didn't want to waste her money. So, and Paris Hilton was spotted many times with fake bags, and she's obviously very wealthy. So, these bags have been around, but they haven't been accessible to everybody, like how Walmart made it accessible to everybody. And these bags were actually in store. I did see another TikTok where it was actually for sale in the store, and a TikToker picked it up and purchased it and walked out of the store with it. So, it wasn't accessible before for everybody. It was, even though they had the fake ones, but even the fake ones were only accessible to the, very wealthy. So they really were trying to keep this under wraps. They were really trying to kind of keep this, a secret from mainstream getting hold of these Birkins. So it really, really is just unraveling a lot. And why did they want to keep them away? And even now, why did, Hermes shut them down on Walmart? They don't want them having it. They don't want people getting them at Walmart. So, so people aren't going to be able to get the look now like they want. And the average person is not, right now, they're not going to be able to get the look they want. No, they can't just go to Walmart and purchase it or buy it online because they took them away. So what does that say, And, a few of you had mentioned to me, and I thought this was very insightful, that with the work-in and this dupe culture, it's really taking away a lot of the shame. Many people were just so ashamed of their bags before and made to feel less than and made to feel bad about themselves because they carried a fake bag or a dupe. And so many of you had mentioned this whole scandal has really brought to light the shame, and it's taking away the shame behind people having to feel ashamed about carrying a dupe bag. And it's really true. Why should they be ashamed? Even I myself thought about how, when people, I had said to you guys the other day, when people ask you, you don't have to tell them. Why should we be ashamed? It's so true. Why should anybody be ashamed how much they paid for their purse or where they got it or what the brand name is? I mean, it is just really sad that we have been conditioned to believe that there is shame in that, and there is shame in having maybe a less expensive bag. But meanwhile, I have to tell you guys the complete honest truth. Another one of you had mentioned how you bought something, a dupe Chanel jewelry piece, and it was the same exact thing as you had the real one, and it was the same. And I have to tell you, I have also purchased Chanel jewelry. It actually, to be honest, I purchased an Hermes bracelet, actually fell apart within a few days, and I had to bring it back. And they kind of actually made it sound like I didn't use it right. Maybe they said, you must have did something. I didn't. But the point is also, I have other Chanel jewelry fell apart. But also, when I went to the store and I had Chanel sunglasses, and within a few days or a few weeks, the crystals all fell out. And I brought it back to the store, and they know what they're doing because they put it on you, and they act very nasty, and they put it on me. They said, "Oh, what did you do to these sunglasses? You must have did something." I didn't do anything to these sunglasses. Why is everybody not even using a lot of their luxury goods? You know why? Because secretly we know it's going to fall apart. I have many luxury things, I don't use them. Because why? The chances of them falling apart, breaking, getting destroyed immediately is very likely. So what does that tell you about these luxury goods? Are they really that well made like they're claiming? Is there really, I can't speak to the Birkin again because I've never had one, but I know a lot of people have issues. I mean, even now when you buy a Chanel bag, it comes with a disclaimer that they've had to put a warranty on it, and because people are having a lot of issues of things breaking, actually I do have a Chanel bag. The leather came out of the chain and it's like ripped. It's very weird. I never even used it. So it is true, guys. I'm not lying to you. I'm not here to make stuff up. When you have luxury goods, a lot of you know, they're always breaking. They're like actually, not good. They're not good quality. So, but you're brainwashed into thinking you got something special because You paid a lot of money for it. You got it in store. It's all very subliminal, but it has to stop. And the Walmart Birkin is really exposing that. That's what is really special about this whole scandal. It's really exposing a lot of things in our culture that are just not right. And I'm really glad that there is a discussion now about it. I'm glad that people's eyes are being open to this. I do think though some bags are really beautifully made, like works of art. Like, so those bags I really treasure, when it really is. So I do, some of them are worth it. They're so beautiful. And they do have beautiful craftsmanship and stitching and things that you can really tell the difference a lot of times. But there's no shame in your game to, like they said, get a work-in. I've never had a mirror dupe. If I could get one, I mean, I probably would like it. I probably would love it. But I've never been exposed to that. So, But as the doctor mentioned on TikTok, is that buying a work-in is actually a political act. It's a political act suggesting that it's not about achieving upper class status, but rather a way to symbolically erase class identity into or out of a class position that has been fixed by political betters. So it really is just kind of bursting the class. And so that quote I did spy on Diet Prada blog. And then also some of the commenters on Diet Prada had some very insightful comments. Nada LR said, obviously there is no ethical consumption under capitalism, but what this bag is proving is that the elites tend to like material items on the basis of their exclusivity. If the rest of us start liking what they like, then they don't hold as much value. People who shop at Walmart were going to shop at Walmart anyway. If they see a bag that they like, why should they be ashamed for buying it? And why should they be shamed? And not the people buying it as a status symbol. They also mention, I think across the border, we can all be more conscious of why we're buying things. Do we like them or do we want them to say something about who we are? And guys, I think that pretty much really sums up what is going on right now with the Birkin and the Birkin scandal, the Hermes Birkin scandal. So that really does sum up a lot for us to look into ourselves and think about and to explore in ourselves. Have you been ashamed? Have you been shamed? And why? And, let's let it go. Let's let the shame, all kinds of shame, any kind of shame should be tossed out the window from this moment forward. Unless, of course you're a bad person, go ahead and be ashamed of yourself. But you know what I mean. That's pretty much it though. I thought that was so insightful. So much of what you brought up is so insightful. And so there is so many great insights being brought to the table thanks to the Walmart Birkin scandal. So let me know your thoughts down below, and I will enter now the picture of today's giveaway for the Walmart Birkin that I'm giving away. So this is a inspired by bag. It's not a mirror bag in any way, shape, or form. It's just inspired by. And so I wanted to have a quick giveaway for this bag today. And so again, let me know your thoughts down below. And that's pretty much it. I hope you're all doing good, and I'll see you very soon. Bye.